Hey William, how are you? Okay, so I'm going to explain a couple of things here in terms of your model. It seems like you might have changed some of the icons, or not icons, but shortcuts, because it seems that I can't really access some of them. Like if I'm doing this, I'm supposed to be moving or able to move them around in space, right? And even if I change this stuff here, let me see. Oh, and I can, no, no, can, so now this is working. Nope, it's still acting kind of funny. But regardless, let's see if I can just do it this way. See, I can't move it down or up. So I'm gonna have to leave it like this for now. Wow, that's weird. Okay, so I'm gonna show you something here, and your model is good, but it definitely needs a little bit of adjustments in terms of anatomy, right? So for example, the shoulder's too straight. It's a straight line here. Shoulders tend to kind of do more of an arc, right, as opposed to flat. If you look at your own shoulders, you're not going to see a surface that you can put a plate in a glass, like if it was a coffee table, right? So you have to adjust that. Accordingly, right? Just look at some images online, like anatomy pictures, right? Same thing with arm. I think it's the arm that I noticed. Hold on one second. Yeah. So again, this you can see a box here, when in fact it should be more up here. It should be more of an angle line going around across here, right? So I'm going to show you one. I'm going to show you one of my models. So let me just open up the interweb. See if this works. Yep, perfect. And so just going to make sure that it fits on the capture screen. I have to leave it like this. Okay. So, for example, this guy, I made him in 3D Studio Max. So when you look at his shoulders, this is what I'm talking about, right? Just more of an anatomy adjustments. You're gonna see that the shoulders, especially right here, how it's sort of broken up in that fashion. It's done the same way that you made your model, right? But you can see the arms sort of pinch towards the middle here. Not the arms, but the shoulders, right? Um, yeah, so at the end you end up with something that looks more like this, right? So um, I'm not gonna say that yours is bad because it's your first model. I'm assuming. So for the first time around, that's pretty good because I've seen some bad models where students have submitted, and yours is not the worst, right? So congratulations on that. But I think like the crutch also needs some adjustments from what I saw, right? Um, it's hard to see with this, but you can see the Mines has more information, more geometry in that region as well. The arms, right? So the arms are actually more laid out to fill the volume to create the illusion of an arm, right? So it takes practice. That's what I'm getting at, right? So it's not something that you're gonna nail it right off the top. Nobody does, right? So, but the good news is you're on the right path to modeling a character, right? So if you make more characters, it'll just become better and better and better, right? Each one's gonna be better than the other one, right? So then this is basically bringing the character to ZBrush, right? and I added more details, more expressive face, add hair, right? And then it ended up with something like this, right? And so now I have a model that I can bring into 3D Max or Maya and render him like this, even though it's a low poly model that I ended up at the end, right? So that's kind of the goal, is to sort of work on a character. This will be step 3. Right now, what I need you guys to do is step 1, which is blocking the model, right? This is blocking. This sort of designing the arms and the legs and the torso and all that stuff to the right proportions, right? That's the first step. Once you get to that first step, then you get to where is it? Start to do like the eyes, the mouth, and nose, and all that stuff, and give it a little more detail, because the face has the most geometry, right? So that's where I spent some time in Max, and then after that, I basically brought it to ZBrush for step 3, right? The third level of detail, right? And then this level is where you start doing the wrinkles, skin, pores, the crunch of, like, you know, of fatty tissues and whatnot. So, and then of course, detailing the ears, the nose, the mouth, right? So this, I mean, it looks like it took a long time, but it actually didn't, right? Once you get the whole rhythm of things, you can actually whip these models a lot faster than what you think, right? So, anyways, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna leave it like that as sort of a lesson for you, and yeah, so I'll see you at the next final assignment. See you then.